Hey guys, so today this little vlog video is one that I never imagined that I would have to make. But as many of you know, or some of you may not, a little while ago, maybe about a month or so ago, I ended up having to reformat my PC because I was having some trouble trying to stream and I just couldn't figure it out. Then I noticed that all of my games, well, almost all of them, the FPS had dropped well below 30 on everything, which just shouldn't happen with a 3080 Ti. So I couldn't figure it out. I went through all the troubleshooting I could. So I ended up grabbing another hard drive, a little M.2 drive, and I took out my other hard drives and I put that one in there as a fresh install, and I installed Windows 11 to it, and then I tested my games again. And on that fresh install, everything worked fine. So I took that one back out, I reinstalled my original hard drive back into it, and still had the same problems before. So all my games and stuff were having FPS issues, and I just couldn't figure out. I went through all the troubleshooting I could think of to try to figure out what the problem was, and the only thing I could think of to do to solve it was to do a fresh install of Windows like I did on the new hard drive. So that's what I did. Now, I in the back of my head, I thought that I should back up all of my save files. And I actually started to do it. I think a couple of the games I actually did. I believe my City Skylines, because I know that City Skylines doesn't save to the Steam cloud if you don't set it up a certain way. Like, I think you literally have to manually save it to the Steam cloud somehow, like when you save your games. So I backed up all of my City Skylines stuff. But when it came to Planet Zoo, Planet Coaster, most of my other games, I was like, nah, I'm fine. I've never really had a problem with that before. The Steam Cloud has always kept my Planet Coaster stuff in there. I did have an issue with Planet Zoo once, but that was my own fault because I didn't have the Steam Cloud save enabled on Planet Zoo at the time. But I thought I was safe, and I reinstalled Windows and only backed up like certain stuff. Well, I haven't actually played Planet Coaster since then until late last night, and I went to start the game because I was gonna build some stuff and record a video for you guys. And I got the game set up and I went into it and I went to load my save games, and I noticed that none of the save games, they were all listed there. All of my save games are listed in the files, but there were no thumbnails. And I thought, well, that's strange. That's kind of odd. I haven't seen that before. So I tried to load one, and it failed to load. And I tried another one, and it failed to load. So I started looking into it, and I found the save file folder, went into that, and I was like, well, they're there, or at least the folders were, but I noticed there were only like one file in each folder. So I was like, okay, maybe something happened. I uninstalled Planet Coaster, reinstalled Planet Coaster, tried it again. I even watched as it was downloading the different stuff. And the weird thing is, my blueprints are there. Like, all my blueprints and stuff that I had saved, those work. But I cannot load any of my parks. So I tried installing it on another computer. I thought, okay, well, maybe something's just going on here. Maybe where I'm installing it to a different hard drive than what I had before. Like, instead of C drive, I was installing it to, like, I don't know, Z drive. So I went to my girlfriend's computer that I built her. Got onto my Steam account on there, logged into that, installed the game. Same thing. None of the save files will work. It's downloading them from the cloud for the most part. Steam Cloud was enabled. But what I feel has happened is they're corrupted. When I actually looked into it, I opened up, I do have a couple of saves, because only the things I was able to get was the stuff that is from the Steam Workshop that I have on the Steam Workshop. So like Crystal Gardens, that's fine. I still have access to that one. I even have access to maybe a couple of other ones as well. I know Crystal Gardens and an older version of Silverwood from 21. I don't have anything recent for Silverwood, so all the stuff I've done in Silverwood since 2021, which to be honest isn't a lot. I've been playing Satisfactory quite a bit, but still, that one's all I have left is that. But I was able to get into those parks after downloading from Steam Workshop, and I saved one, and then I decided I wanted to see how many things are supposed to be in this folder. So I opened up the folder, and after like one of the ones that I actually just recently saved it, so just now, and there's a lot more files in there than what. So looking at the other save files, the ones that I think are corrupted or just missing or something, they're all like just 1 kilobyte files. So I think that's the problem. So somehow or another, my Steam Cloud saves on Planet Coaster are just gone. I don't know what happened to them, but we're talking about, like, Planet Coaster has been out since 2016. I've been playing it ever since beta, and all of my parks that I've been working on since then, most everything is gone. And that's like 9 years of work down the drain, because like I said, in the back of my head, I said to myself, I should probably save these manually when I'm backing all this stuff up. Nah, Steam's got me. That was my mistake. So from now on, I'm never going to trust Steam Cloud saves or any kind of cloud save ever again. And I would suggest to all you guys out there to back up your files. So yeah, it's kind of a sad day, because that was a lot of work. I mean, I can still continue Silverwood. I just like all the recent stuff I've done. That new coaster I built up on top of the hill, that's gone. And what I was working on with the docks and stuff for my showboat, my paddle wheel boat, that's gone. So everything I've been working on in that. Kings Falls is gone. It's I can't recover it. I have no way. Maybe if you guys out there have an idea on what I could do to get it back, I'm just pretty sure it's just not in a Steam Cloud. So every time the Steam Cloud downloads or syncs, it's only getting just these 1 kilobyte files. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, a lot of my work, some of the newer parks I was working on, Hard Rock Park, that one's gone. I was working on a new park, and I haven't really talked about it because it was going to be kind of a surprise for Halloween. But I was working on like think of it as Disney but horror themed, kind of like how Universal is building this like epic universe kind of thing. So I'd been working on that, and that was coming along pretty cool, and I was hoping to have that done for Halloween this year. It's not going to happen, and I don't think I'd done quite a bit in it, and I don't think I want to go back and try to rebuild that. The main street alone on Kings Falls took me so long that's one I just don't want to go back to either. My original park, the one that started it all in Planet Coaster, Vista View. Again, this is the second time this has happened, that one. The first time I accidentally saved over top of it, but that one's gone. So yeah, the last version, the one that I had of Crystal Gardens that was up on the Steam Workshop, that one's good. And my last save file for Silverwood that is on the workshop that I had saved privately is fine. And I think the community park that I was working on with Fear and Raven, I think that one, I have a backup of that one. But everything else is actually gone. So I'm pretty sad, honestly. Like I said, that's about 9 years of work down the drain, and I just don't know what I want to do. So I have an idea for a park. I had started on it. I had only done the carousel, so I think what I'm going to do is just rebuild that carousel and just start on that park, and that will probably be the park going forward. I don't know about Silverwood. I don't know if I want to rebuild the dock that I was working on, and I don't know if I want to rebuild that coaster up on the hill. which I wasn't even sure if that was even a good idea to build that at the time anyway. So I don't know. I will probably go back to Silverwood and try to finish that. I almost kind of want to restart Silverwood, to be honest, and just do like a different park. Like I had an idea, and I did do, I think, one video on it, and that was it. And I never really went back to it because I just haven't had the time. But with everything being gone, it really disheartens me to try to play Planet Coaster again. But I love the game so much that I'm probably going to. I think I'm just going to try to do something more on a smaller scale than what I usually try to do. But that's the update for today. That's pretty much the vlog. So sad news, and I'm sad. I'm sure probably I don't even have that many Planet Coaster followers out there left anymore. But that's kind of what happened, and it was all due to a stupid mistake of trusting the Steam Cloud. So yeah, that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to kind of do a quick vlog and let you guys know what was going on with that. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video, which I'm going to get started on right after this. Not sure what I'm going to record now, but yeah, I will see you in the next video. Until then, wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you next time.